Hello, welcome to Print Island. My name is Richard Askham, and here today, basking in the afterglow of the Ryder Cup. I think let's face it head on. It was an interesting weekend for sports fans, golf fans across the world. You can see that my eyes are still a little bit blurry. It was a few late nights watching that from the UK. But here on Print Island, we are going to build a golf course, I think, and then we can maybe host the Ryder Cup and then maybe make it a little better behaved, I think, for everybody involved. We'll leave that for another day. Anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling on. I'm here today to welcome Christopher Minn to Print Island. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Chris.
Hello, Richard. I'm not going to comment on the golf. I'm just glad that we beat America. I think that's fair to say. And with us being a fairly small global family in the print industry, I'm sure there'll be plenty of Americans that would have something to say about that comment
Yes.
and the golf as well. So
yes, yeah. We'll look forward to discussing that at Printing United in a few weeks' time. But no, the reason you're here today, and much more importantly than any golf, is the launch of a brand new segment on Print Island, which you're going to be running, you're going to be hosting. It's called, and I'm going to do my movie man voice, The Matrix. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, as you said in your opening statement, the word important, software is a huge part of the print industry, and actually without it, we don't have a print industry. We all know how, and you and I have spoken about how creative and also technical the print industry is, and a big part of our technical prowess, shall we say, as an industry, is our ability to create award-winning and innovative software. So, as you say, I've been charged with the role of opening up the software matrix on Print Island, and I have to say I'm awash of options for people to speak to. We want to hear about every piece of software in the industry, what it does, how it does it, the value it brings, why it's the best, who it works with, who it doesn't work with, the story behind it, how they came about it, how they invented it, where they make it, why they make it. All these things is what we want to hear about. It's a part of the print industry that I think gets overlooked sometimes. I think we get caught up on the shiny hardware, which again we need, but again to run those machines, to feed those beasts, to coin a phrase, we need to drive the jobs in an efficient manner. That's what it is in a nutshell. We're going to literally cover the breadth of the globe on software, and we're going to invite everyone to come and share their story, hopefully share education, innovation with our viewers.
I think it's probably the most important part of the print industry. As you rightly say, nothing works without software these days in any shape or form. And as you rightly say, it gets overlooked in the same way that we always see pretty pictures of cars, but we very rarely see pictures of the engine that drives that car and the engine of the print industry. And I've said this a while now. You've heard me say it from many a stage. The print industry is the tech industry. It just doesn't know it. So, I think those two things sit very comfortably alongside each other. You don't need to be for one and against the other because they're very symbiotic. I think your plan to talk to a wide range of people from across the world, from across the print software, automated print on demand world is a genius move because largely it does get overlooked and it's almost like an afterthought at trade shows and wherever you go. So, your experience is in this market. You've spent the last 10 years working in this market. What can viewers look forward to hearing? And this will be free content as well, by the way, won't it? You're going to be putting this out there for everybody to see.
Yeah, I think my experience is I've seen firsthand the value of investing in a series of software, not just one piece, but buying a platform, investing in a SaaS system that works with something else, and of course, looking at the overall vision of that tech stack with potentially multiple different OEMs on the factory floor. So that's where my experience is. So I can see the value of everything. But I also like the idea of agnostic connections, everything working together to give the overall business owner that little bit of ROI, but also freeing somebody else up to move on to another role within the factory floor. I'm looking forward to speaking to people who are passionate about their product. I'm looking forward to hearing about the why, the what, and the when, and the how. And let's unfortunately, we're going to mention the words AI. This is coming up all the time now. But what's really refreshing is the guys that are doing a great job with their software. The developers, for example, are very, very calm and like, well, we've been using artificial intelligence for 20 years, and this is how. And do you have an MIS system? Do you have in positioning? Because if you do, you've been using it and you haven't known it. But now you've heard this fluffy word, you're getting all excited about ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, but actually your MIS system's been using it for X, or if you're an InFocus customer, you've been using it for Y. So that's interesting. And I think there's an real education piece here for our print service providers and the owners of the businesses to actually realize what they've already got, under the hood, and actually, are they using it correctly? And then also, are they speaking to those software vendors about the roadmap for development? And then what can it work with? So we're going to speak to Focus. That'll be our first session going out, and they're all about their latest app store. The shortened version is, Richard, if you're on the InFocus App Store and you have multiple systems and multiple manufacturers in terms of making your presses and your finishing equipment, you can connect all those pieces together if they're all on the App Store. So what it does is it levels the playing field in essence. You can now have, as a PSP, choose what fits your business. And then if you want to compete with bigger brands as well as a provider, if you get yourself on the App Store, you become open and agnostic as an option to be bought as well. So it's a fantastic time to be in tech, in print. World economics and politics are all over the place. But something that seems to be very stable and exciting is our very own print industry. So hoping to share all of that. Obviously, it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. And we're going to ask each guest at the end of each session to give us their request to who they'd like to see next on the Matrix. So
Nice.
Yeah, watch this space.
Yeah, nice. I like that. And I think we should stick to golf rather than politics, if I'm honest. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's a brilliant time to bring this content forward. Print Island is reaching all parts of the world already. We've only been live for less than 3 months and already reaching literally everywhere the print industry is. So it's a great conversation to have. You're the perfect person to lead that conversation. I'm going to leave you with the challenge of doing the best voiceover intro that you can do in the style of a movie trailer. Please, Christopher Minn, tell us what's coming up on.
Oh, I have to think about that one, Richard. In terms of movie voice, there's so many going through my mind right now.
Come on. You've got no time. Don't think, just do.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
I think we should litter this with cultural movie references across the season. So tune in. Go on.
To keep it on theme, if you're Print IQ, you might say that's not an MIS. Print IQ's an MIS.
Nice. I see what you did there. Beautifully done. So join us, please, on Print Island, coming up very soon. The Matrix, hosted by Chris, with some amazing guests from around the world. I think it's going to really help everybody. Thanks for your time, Chris. Appreciate it.
Thank you.